Hello, it's Derek Tafuma here, and today I'm just going to go through the simple question of what social media is. But before I do that, just to let you know that what I try to do in this and other videos is to try to help you to take control of your brand and to grow your influence. And there are reasons for that. So let me start by showing you a few of the logos that I came up with at the weekend. So here is one of the logos that I'm going to use for my live podcasts. And I asked a few friends to tell me which one they liked. And so there was this one. Then there was also this one here. And I think some people like this one, but it's actually this one where the font is about the same that I used. And let's see, and then there was another one which a lot of people seem to like, and it's this one here. So I'm using an application called eCam Live. So I'm just going to stick it in the corner here, because that's where there's less activity taking place. So I'm just going to stick it here in this corner there. Right. Then, right, so this is what I will go through. Okay. I will go through what is social media. Then basically social media is new media. And the reason I'm going through this is because I want you to realize that whether you are conscious of it or not, you are actually, when you're on social media, you are attracting some attention and you're building a reputation. So what you need to do is to be able to manage that attention and also to manage the reputation. Okay, so the reason we're on social media, or on new media as I like to call it, is because it's where the attention is. So you need to manage your reputation and you need to manage the attention that you're getting on social media. So there are basically two forms of social media, and a lot of us are on the centralized part of social media. Most of us are on the centralized part, but there's also the decentralized part, and I'm going to show you some of the applications which are on the decentralized. So on the centralized part, which is basically based on the internet protocol, you have platforms like Facebook, and like this one here that I'm using now, Facebook. Then you have Twitter, you have Snapchat, you have Instagram. Those are just some of the few, but you also have the centralized ones like Steemit, DTube, DLive, and others like YouNow, and a very prominent one I'm going to show you in a minute. So here is what we can do today. If you want to take part, if you want to join me, you can use this Skype address. Okay, if you request me on Skype, then I can call you and you can be part of this conversation. Because I'm using a special software called eCam Live, I cannot include you in the conversation without going through Skype. So if you want to take part, you have to come through Skype. And the advantage of using Skype is also that I can invite up to 5 different people. So we can have 5 different people and 6 including myself, and we can discuss this here. So that's my Skype name. And what I'll do now is go to the 2 types of media, and then I'll show you how this all works. Okay, so basically we have the internet protocol and the Bitcoin protocol, and I'm going to explain what the Bitcoin protocol is. If you just put in the comments that you want to join, then you can just use or I can remind you what my Skype address is. Then you can just request me there. So let's have a look at the Internet Protocol. And the reason I've got Internet Protocol and Bitcoin Protocol is because actually Bitcoin is not just about cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is also about a protocol. A protocol is about a method or some rules which govern or which enable people to build applications on top of. It's like the foundation. The protocol is like the foundation. It's like the blueprint. It's like it gives someone the ability to build something on top of it. So people are building platforms or they are building applications on top of the Bitcoin protocol. And Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, is just one of the first applications that have been built on top of the Bitcoin protocol. The Internet Protocol, on the other hand, is also another set of tools, and these sets of tools have enabled us to build applications. And I've divided these applications into the big five and then the rest, and I'll show you which ones are the big five. So basically, the big five are Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Google. Okay, let's go to Facebook. So Facebook, you can have a Facebook group, you can have Facebook Messenger, you can have Facebook Stories. Okay, so those are the ways in which you can communicate on Facebook. And if we just go to the page, just the page alone, you can blog on the page, you can live stream, and you can blog. Blogging just means you can write some blog posts, some long ones even, and just post them there. So instead of having a website where you're blogging, you can actually do your blogging right within Facebook. And you can do the same on the page as you can do in a group, as you can do on your personal Facebook profile. Okay, so you can live stream, you can blog, and you can blog. So that's the Facebook page. On the group, you can do the same as on the page. The difference is that the page can operate as a business. So if you wanted to monetize your content, you'd have to use a page, and we can talk about that in a separate video in which I focus on just that. Then you have Twitter. So Twitter has Periscope, and Periscope is, let me just see if it can click on that. So Periscope is where you can do your live streaming for Twitter. Periscope is the streaming platform for Twitter because it was bought by Twitter. So you can do your streaming there. You can download the application on the App Store, or you can get it on the Google Play Store. Okay, we can talk about this one again in a separate video. Just now, I just want to go through all of the different platforms which you can use. So we've talked about Twitter, and you can just blog on Twitter as well. You can send pictures, you can do polls and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the big first two applications which have been built on the Internet Protocol. So that's the Facebook and Twitter. Then Snapchat is also another platform which you can use for communicating your message, for basically what you can do is what I've said, what I want to help you with is to manage your brand and to manage your reputation. So Snapchat is one of those platforms where a lot of young people, there's more young people now than the older folk, but as time goes on, it's going to populate, and because it's a platform as well where advertisers are beginning to advertise, it means that there are monetization um, opportunities there. Okay, so that's Snapchat. Then we have Instagram. Why did I put? Okay, that's Instagram. So that's just a picture of Instagram right there, of what it looks like. And then we have Google. Google has YouTube Red, there's YouTube Premium, Hangouts, YouTube Music, Google Plus, and YouTube itself. Okay, and these are some of the ways you can measure your reputation through the social blue book, TubeBuddy, Patreon. You can use Patreon to get sponsorship. You can get people to pay you for producing content. And you can also have a sponsor button if you have a certain number of if you reach a certain number of subscribers, then and you can put a sponsor button. Okay, so people who are watching your live stream can actually sponsor you for the content that for the entertainment that you're providing. So that was the big five. And then the rest of them, because there's more, there's Musically, there's Amazon, and there's Path, but on the rest, I had to come up with another big five because there's so many of them. So Reddit, Medium, Anchor.fm, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. And we could go through each and every one of those, but I think it would be appropriate to choose a certain video just for each of these, because there is so much to talk about on each of them. But the point was that we have the internet protocol and we have the Bitcoin protocol. So I've gone through the internet protocol, and now I'm going to go through the Bitcoin protocol. And on the Bitcoin protocol, there is the Apex blockchain. The Apex blockchain, which is coming up, they are going to launch an application or an app. They are still in the process of building the app. So once they launch the app, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. What this means, though, what you can do on it is you can get paid for the time that you spend on the social network. So it's a social network which pays you for the time that you spend on the social network without having to accumulate a certain number of subscribers or followers, and without having to go through a monetization application. So you don't need to apply to monetize. You start monetizing from the get-go, from the moment you take part or you sign up, and then you start getting paid. Okay, so that is the Apex platform, and I'm looking forward to this. If you want, you can just download the white paper here and just read it. And it's going to be available on the App Store and the Google Play Store as well. So this is where we are. We are in quarter two, I think, of 2018, which means in quarter 3 and 4, the full rollout is going to be the public launch of the Apex app with its integrated currency, the Apex token, ZAP or XAP. And then in quarter 4, Apex will set up spaces in the US and Asia and work on adjusting to the demands of each market. So this is something, it's like a Facebook. Imagine if what you're doing now, or what I'm doing now on Facebook, imagine if I was actually getting paid for doing this. Okay, so that's what Apex is going to do. It's going to pay people for actually doing things like live streaming. And there's going to be a marketplace, just like we have a Facebook marketplace, which is like an eBay. There's going to be a marketplace on this Apex platform as well. So it's an exciting prospect coming up. So then you have the EOS. We're going to talk about the EOS, the Ethereum operating system. Then you have the Steam. On the Steam blockchain, here the Steemit platform, which looks like this. If you want to have just a sneak preview. So, for example, these people who are, for example, this guy or this lady, I don't know if it's a guy or lady, Tim said, probably a guy. So he's written this blog post, and the title is Travel Reviews Are Broken, Can Blockchain Save Them? So this post has 263 comments and 911 votes, which means it upvoted 911 times, and it has earned $1,038.79. Just this one article. Okay, there is another article which has earned 1,249. This one 427. Okay, let's just look for something which is less so that it appears more realistic, because obviously for some people this is not making any sense. But what it means is that on the Bitcoin protocol, on the blockchain, there's monetization. There's a way for them to monetize and to pay you for the attention that you're receiving. That's why I say you need to manage your attention, the attention that you're getting, and you need to manage your reputation, and you need to manage your brand, because obviously these people here are getting paid for the brand which they are building on these platforms. And this is the Steemit platform. Okay, so Steemit is like, it's blogging. It's like, think of it as a WordPress, where you're blogging and you're getting paid for your blogs, for every interaction that people are coming into contact with your content, you're getting something out of it. Okay, so that's Steemit. Very interesting. Then you have Busy, which is almost like, this is like the Twitter of this platform. Okay, because it's more short messaging, although you can do long messaging as well. You can post videos and all that. And again, this one is 427. This one $347. This one $377. Okay, so that's the Busy, and that's only the beta. They have not actually started using the fuel. Then there is Steepshot. Steepshot is like Instagram. So Steepshot is mainly focusing on posting of, and you can download the application, the app, on the Google Play or App Store. I've got one on my phone. I'm gonna do a video where I actually show you what you can do on it. So this one is like, it's almost like Instagram, but you're getting paid. So Instagram will pay you if you become an influencer. They will pay you if you have a certain following, and advertisers could approach you and say, look, would like to advertise, or can you give us a shout out and we pay you so much. So you actually get paid for it. But on here, you're getting paid in real time. You're getting paid as soon as you post anything. Okay, as soon as you post any pictures and people are interested and they are looking at your pictures, then you get paid, because it's on the blockchain, because it's based on the Bitcoin protocol, because there is a cryptocurrency which they can use to pay you for the activities that are taking place on your page. So that's Steepshot. Very interesting indeed. Okay. Then there is DLive. DLive and DTube video. DLive, you can actually go live, but you need to use an application called OBS.
Słuchaj, ludzie z internetu zaczęli mu słoiki z gównem wysyłać, bo bo ma po prostu swój adres wypierdził.
Okay, so I just stopped that from playing. I don't know what game this guy is playing, but it's actually live. And the attention that it gets for being live on the platform is getting paid in cryptocurrency. Okay, and these are the other people that are present. This one has earned $8.68 so far. 69. This one has earned $9. This one $15. So these are people getting paid in real time. They are getting for their content, for people watching them, for the attention they are getting, for the retweets or the sort of reposts, for the comments they are getting. So this is what social media on the blockchain is all about. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to show you that there is another side to the blockchain, which is not just the cryptocurrency, which is not just fluctuating prices of Bitcoin going up and then coming down, and then people thinking it's not going to last, and some thinking it's going to go to 5 million. All of that, okay, is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot more that's taking place, and these are some of the platforms. So this is DLive. Okay, while on DLive, I'll just show you DTube as well. So think of DTube as the YouTube of the blockchain. Okay, also one of the first applications on the Steam blockchain, which mimics YouTube, but which is also paying you 1 year on Steemit, and this video has attracted $67. This one, what are smart nodes, animated smart B, $241. Okay, you can check all this out. Okay, you can find other videos to help you understand this. But this is not, this is happening, and it's happening now. This one is earned 0.002 cents, so you can see that others are earning more than others. And it's all about the attention. It's all about being rewarded for the attention, for your brand, for the reputation that you've built on the platform. Okay, so all the things that we're doing on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, imagine if we were getting paid for all the content that we're producing, because basically we are content creators. We're creating content. So like right now I'm creating content and getting 0 cents for it. Okay, but there's a reason I'm doing this, because it's prepping me, I'm preparing myself so that when I go onto the blockchain based applications, I can simply just use my experience from here. Okay, from Facebook, I can use it there, and I can start building an audience. I'm already doing that. I'm already building an audience there. But you need to start where you are, where there is more people, where more people are following you. Like on Facebook, even though it's not paying us now, their monetization, there are ways to monetize, of course, using the page and all that. I could have done this streaming on the page, okay, but I've got more people on my personal profile than I've got on the Facebook page. So for now, I need to do both. I need to be where the people are, and then I also need to start introducing my smaller audience. And I've even got a smaller audience on my group, my Facebook group, by the same name, Derek Perform Media. Okay, so this is digital. This sound is like, if you think of SoundCloud. Okay, so this one here is just for uploading podcasts, okay, or music, okay. So it's like podcasting and music, and again you get paid for it. Okay, so all the likes, the retweets, this song or this audio by Jeff Linwant, Jellyfish Journey, has earned $18.65. Okay, that's what it has earned so far. This one has earned $12. This one has earned $3.28. Okay, so these are platforms that are paying people for producing content. because we're all content creators. And what the Facebooks of this world are doing is that they are using our content to make a case to their investors that the platform is valuable, because look at all this content that people are producing. Look at this live stream, which has been going for, let me see how long this has been going for. 25 minutes. Okay, look at that. It's been going for 25 minutes. So they can make a business case, and then their shares can go up, and they can get investors coming in to invest in their projects. Okay, but these are new projects on the blockchain, and these projects are, instead of paying or instead of making profits for the investors like Facebook and YouTube and all that are doing, they and Twitter and all the other platforms on the internet protocol, the social media platforms on the blockchain, on the Bitcoin protocol, are actually paying the actual content creators instead of the investors who are coming in to invest in these platforms. And that's the power of decentralization. So that was this sound. And I think there is one more here. And I think I've looked at all of them. So if that was just the Steam, then you call it ERC20. We're not gonna go through that. Then you have you now with the props blockchain and the rise up or rise application. Okay, so I'm gonna do a separate video with the rise up, because I need to use it a little bit more so that I can give you a bit more information. But basically, it's a live streaming application where you can join up with other people, have conversations, and get paid. Again, because it's on the blockchain, because of the power of cryptocurrencies, you are paid for the time and the attention and the brand that you present. Okay. Right. So that's the rise up, which is on the props blockchain. Okay. Which is by a company called YouNow. So that's the name of the company. Then we have BlockPress, which is like WordPress. So WordPress, BlockPress, but it's like a WordPress on the blockchain. So that's why they call it the BlockPress. Then we have Minds, which is another platform like a Facebook, but on Minds you can post videos, images, and blogs, and you can join groups. You can sign up here, and you will get paid as well in tokens. You can earn crypto. So each day we measure your contribution relative to the community. Your percentage determines your share of the daily reward pool. So there's a pool of tokens, and what you get is a percentage based on the contribution that you're making relative to the rest of the community. Okay, so again, this requires a complete video on its own where we can talk about this. And let me see if there's anywhere where there's some. Yeah, okay, that's $0 there. Let me see. This one has. Okay, on this one, we do not see the monetary value, but we see the attention that is receiving, the likes, the upvotes, the downvotes, or the dislikes, and all that. Okay, so that's minds.com. That's another social network which is based on the blockchain. Okay, so that was Minds. We've looked at the rest of them. So that's the Bitcoin protocol. Right, so coming back to the one line, okay, what I'm trying to do, guys, is to help you take control of your brand and grow your influence, and to make you realize that the social media platforms that we've been using so far will not pay you for the time that you're spending on social media, but the ones which are based on the Bitcoin protocol are paying people as we speak. Okay, so what I'll actually do is, because this software which I'm using is also recording, it's recording this video, and as soon as I'm done here, which is in the next few minutes, as soon as I'm done, I'm actually going to post it on. I cannot post it on Minds because it's longer than 15 minutes, but I can post it on DTube because DTube can take any length of video. Okay. So far, I've not had a problem with it. Sometimes it's buggy and it's slow, but all in all, I'm able to repurpose this. This is going to YouTube, by the way. As soon as I finish, it's going to YouTube, but it's also going to DTube. So it's going to the internet-based social media called YouTube, but it's also going to the Bitcoin-based social media or video service called DTube. Okay. Not sure if I can put it on DLive. In fact, I can either post it on DLive or on DTube because both of them synchronize with the Steemit.com social media platform based on Bitcoin protocol. So based on the Steem blockchain. So if I just post to one of those, then let me just show you what I mean. So if I post on this, also on the Steem blockchain, if I post on DLive or DSound or DTube or Busy or Steepshot, all of those posts will appear on my blog here on Steemit. Okay, so if I've got a video, I only need to post it to one of these video channels for it to appear on the Steemit.com platform. Okay, if I post on two of them, then I'll have two of the same videos appearing on Steemit. So I just need to choose. If I'm doing live streaming, and on live streaming, I can use the OBS. Let me just put it here, OBS. So in case you're wondering what this is, I'll just show you what it is. So this here is, where is my, let me find it. It's called Mindly. Okay, it's a mind mapping platform, and it's helping me not to get too distracted because I like to talk a lot, and if I don't have something like this to refer to, I'll end up going off topic. Okay, so to avoid off topic and to give you structure, I use this. Okay, so that's the Mindly, the Mind application for mind mapping. Okay, I don't think you can see that actually. Let's see. Let me go back because of that. So I don't think you could see this. Let me get rid of that. Right, so this is what I was showing you. I was showing you the Bitcoin protocol, and I was showing you Steemit, and I was on, I think I was on DLive, and I said I could use the OBS. Let me just show you the OBS. I can add a web link here. Say OBS, Open Broadcast Software. So this is the OBS. This is what it looks like, and it helps me. So this OBS is just like the Ecamm Live which I'm using, but the OBS is free. The Ecamm Live is about $80 US. But what I like about the one I'm using is there is less. You do less of the technical stuff. You just hit record and you just start talking. So it's better to use than the OBS. But D-Live, you can only do that with OBS. You cannot do D-Live with Ecamm Live. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching, and again, if you want to be on my next video, you can request me on Skype, Derek Dr. Fuma, and then I can be able to add you on my next live stream, whether on this wall, on my personal wall, or on my page, or even on my group. Okay, so that's how you can get in contact with me. So I'd like to thank you for watching, those who've been watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember that you need to take control. Let me just do this. You need to take control of your brand, and you need to grow your influence, or take control of the amount of growth. Maybe you don't want to grow the network. Maybe you don't want your brand to grow. Okay, so just be aware that maybe you need to start doing things differently if you don't want to grow, because if you don't, then you might grow bigger than you actually want, and then there might be problems for you. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. My name is Derek Fuma, and I will see you in the next video.